OST.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you,
also,
Mr. Chair, for
and also, I would like to acknowledge the presence of another Vice Chair Reynan Arrogancia, Vice Chair Romel Angara, and of course, our Deputy Majority Leader, Howard Ginto, Deputy Majority Leader, Jam Baronda, Representative Emerson Pascual, and of course, Vice Chair Roger Mercado. Okay, now we will continue. Since there's no interpolator for minority, we will now proceed to majority. Next on the list is Deputy Majority Leader Howard Ginto.
Mr. Chair, distinguished colleagues, DOST family, good afternoon. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate the DOST for steering future-ready programs. Last month po, nagpunta ako sa inyong regional office dito po sa Iloilo. Na-meet ko po yung RD director niyo po, si Engineer Rowen. Sa totoo lang po, aminado po ako, hindi po ako masyadong familiar sa DOST, at sa mga nagagawa po ng DOST. Dahil karamihan po talaga pag nasa kongreso at saka sa agricultural na ang parating pinupuntahan namin, DAR, DNR, puro yun po. So, talagang na-amaze po ako sa dami ng mga programa ng ating ahensya. Ang tanong ko po is, yung pinakita po natin mga programs for food security, kagaya po nung ano po ito yung Lorowan based pond water supply, o kaya po yung Smart Aqua Farm Feeder. Marami po kayong mga programa for food security. Papaano nyo po ba pinipili ang munisipyo o probinsya kung saan nyo pinapilot run itong mga programa nyo?
Thank you for the question, Your Honor. Essentially, we start with research and development. Once it's perfected, anyone can now use the technology, especially the mga MSME or mga farmers or cooperatives. So then, ang ginawa po natin to really apply this in a wider scale, we have a program on applying smart agriculture to all regions of the Philippines, so that we can really scale up the effort in the use of smart agriculture for both land and water-based agriculture.
Meron din po kayo isang programa, yung Mobile Modular Food Processing Facility. Actually, dito ko lang din po nalaman na yung isa po yung mobile food truck na doon po pala sa aming distrito. So, sabi ko nga, baka later on, with the help of the OST and yung sa aming mga association, baka mapatakbo po namin at matry po yung inyong napakagandang invention. Ang akin lang po, baka pwede po na matulungan nyo ang aming probinsya or ang aming distrito, kasi po we are supposedly called the seafood capital of the Philippines. Yet, currently, hindi na po kami nakapag-produce as much as we did before in the first district of Capiz. And aside from which, nagde-decline na rin yung aming aquaculture. So I'm requesting and hoping that we can focus or really provide technology and assessments that will help us revitalize our aquaculture. And of course, this will entail help with you the food security programs of our national government.
Yes, Your Honor, we will coordinate with your office so that we are very eager to also apply the technologies that we have developed. Actually, that's the reason why we decided that DOST regional offices will be working with LGUs to really utilize the smart technologies that we develop. Dati-rati po kasi pinapasa lang namin sa ibang ahensya. Kaya lang, kung hindi ganun kabilis, nag-decide na po kami na diretsa na kami tutulong with them, with the local government or the cooperatives.
And lastly, no, nakapagbigay din po kayo ng 44 scholars sa aming distrito. So, malaking pong pagpapasalamat na sana itulong nyo din. So, hopefully po, mas madagdagan po natin yung ating mga scholars kasi malaking tulong po para sa aming mga mangingisda at saka sa aming mga farmers. And with that, Mr. Chair, no, sana po talagang mabigyan natin pa ng karagdagan budget ang DOST, no? Kasi sa tingin ko po, with the additional budget for DOST, mas marami po tayong matutulungan at mas marami po silang mga programa, teknolohiya na maibibigay, hindi lang sa ating mga fisher folk, sa ating mga farmers, sa lahatan, no? Malaki po, kung makikita nyo po talaga yung mga na-design nilang programa, napakalaking tulong din po, hindi lang sa LGU, hanggang sa mga barangay levels, no? So, with that, Mr. Chair, I hope and really manifest that we help DOST for additional budget. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. May I just say that just for the information of a good congressman, we have another project called Innovative Smart Systems for Data-Driven Agriculture, and Capiz State University is part of our partner. Now, we have 10 million peso project for them.
Thank you, Secretary. That's a big help for our province.
Thank you, Kong Howard Ginto. This year recognized from majority, Vice Chair Cha Hernandez.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Hello, Mr. Secretary, and to the DOST family. So this year we passed the FIVOX Modernization Act, which allocates over 7 billion over 5 years to strengthen our monitoring and early warning system. So, napakaganda po nito. And of course, this is a significant step. But as the DOST itself reminds us, the technology alone is not enough. So communities must also be empowered to use this information and be prepared when disasters strike. So it is really encouraging to hear DOST's initiatives in the provinces, yung solar-powered water systems, which we have now as well, Internet of Things, based hazard monitoring in Mindoro, and mobile kitchens that help during calamities. For a barangay as isolated by floods or landslides, this kind of technology can really make or break and make a huge difference. So kami po mula sa bayan ng Calamba, kung saan tayo nagre-representa, apektado po kami tuwing may pagputok o pag-aalboroto ng Taal. Ganon din po kapag may landslide sa Mount Makiling. And so I would like to ask DOST, does the fiscal year for 2026 budget include sufficient funds to accelerate seismic upgrades and early warning systems of FIVOX, especially at the community level? And how much has been allocated for the coming year for localized resilience technologies such as water access systems, weather monitoring, IoTs, or mobile relief kitchens in the most, not just in my district, but of course, lalo na sa mga most vulnerable regions? And third, and lastly, is there funding for disaster preparedness, training, and science-based awareness programs targeted directly at the communities, not just central or regional offices? Mr. Secretary.
Yes, on the FIVOX side, they have a substantial increase this year. Maybe I'll ask Dr. Bacolcol to respond to that question.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Yes, we initially asked for 1.2 billion pesos. That's our proposal, but we were given 987 million, which is 10% higher than what we had this year. So I think that's enough. Although, of course, we didn't get the 1.2 billion, but the 10% increase is good enough for us.
Thank you for the water. Actually, there are various options. Iba-iba po ang modality ng aming pagtulong. One is through research grants for R&D, and we have the Industrial Technology and Development Institute that has developed this Safe Waters technology that can be given to fabricators all over the country. But there's also the regional offices that can fund, for example, geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas. We have the Community Empowerment through Science and Technology program. This would have 5 entry points. One is disaster and climate resilience. Second is health and nutrition, including water and sanitation. Third is education and literacy. Fourth is entrepreneurship and livelihood. And fifth is environmental management. So kung meron po mga lugar na may kailangan nun, isa doon, nakikipag either yung local government or yung sa representatives magipag-ugnayan sa amin or yung tao namin mismo ang umiikot kung sino ang pwedeng tulungan. Lalo na kung maraming budget, mas maraming matutulungan. So yan yung modality. We don't have a fixed amount, but it depends on the need as expressed. We also have the Smart and Sustainable Communities program where we actually can support pilot communities to really find out things. And it's not finalized yet, but we are still preparing another big program for island communities kasi po yung development and problems ng mga isla ay kakaiba. Karamihan po sa kanila ang problema ay tubig. So yung water resource management and water resource sourcing is really an issue. So to address that and develop expertise, we have created the Smart Water Infrastructure Management R&D Center in Isabela State University because marami silang expert doon and they can now cover the whole country and help. So yun po yung aming mga various modalities. Sa mga food naman, ganun din, no? Pwede rin tumulong po ang mga regional and provincial offices.
Another one. Thank you for the response. I'm fully satisfied. Now, in ensuring food security and supporting farmers, and this is the last. So we all know that yun po yung magiging concern, especially with a country that we're affected lagi by all those kinds of climate hazards, di ba po? And we always ask, do we have enough rice? Do we have enough vegetables? And food for everyone. This is why it's not surprising na even 63% of our people said that food security should be the top priority of DOST as per the last, for the recent survey of SWS. And so we hear about the promising initiatives of the department and we laud you for that, such as Elevate Philippines. Launched in 2025, it uses precision farming, digital agriculture, and advanced technologies to ensure sufficient and affordable food for all. But the question from our people remains really simple. How will we fill it, and how will this really support, how will this support truly reach us or the whole nation? And so, I would like to ask the DOST of the following. Ano pong portion ng budget ngayon ay ang allocated doon sa agricultural innovation programs? And I would also mention the SKAI PINAS, or Philippine Sky and Crop Disease Detection Tools, which is really needed in our nation. And second, how will the funding be expanding or scaled up to make sure that it benefits not only large farms, but also smallholder farmers and rural communities that really deserve attention?
I will answer first, but I would like to get help from a friend, our chatbot Itanong. I will ask Director Franz to type in the question. The different agricultural projects we have so that he can provide the details. But let me just ginawa na po namin yung chatbot para sa mga tanong na para lang hindi mahirap magbasa. But for the smart agriculture, 650 million for in the next 3 years po in all the regions of the Philippines. Ang issue kasi is maabot ba ang buong Pilipinas? Hindi namin kayang kami lang. So ang aming ino-offer ay yung technology can be made available for everyone who wants to use the technology. Tulad ng binanggit ni Representative Ginto kanina, available na po yun. Ang kailangan lang namin ay partner LGU at mga cooperative farmer to implement that kasi pag smart agriculture na po, hindi na ordinaryong simple farming